Hands on the hips. We're gonna go up high on those toes, back on the heels. Gonna be doing a lot of lunging today, so we're gonna really warm up the shins, calves, and the ankles here. Belly button into the spine, shoulders back, chest out. Heel comes up right behind the toes. Give me 2 more. Last one. Now bring the feet wide, arms wide, hips facing me. Let's warm up that torso that we're gonna be working a lot today. Hands come behind the mid-back, hips stay facing forward. Big breath as you rotate. Twist, center, twist, center. Two more each side. One more each side. Now we're gonna warm up those glutes and the hamstrings. Arms out, feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're gonna squat and kick. Foot comes across the body and up to the opposite hand. Squat back and kick. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to bring the rear back and down. Try to bring the foot up to the hand, not the hand down to the foot. One more each side. Now let's warm up the quads and work on our posture. Hands at the mid-back, draw the shoulders and elbows back, chest out, squat and kick. Rock and kick. Nice and tall, pulling that head up to the ceiling, extending the neck, draw the shoulders back and chest out. Try to pull that belly button into your back, into the hands. Find that inner core. 3 more each side. 2 more. Last one. Now we're gonna get that lateral movement, opening up the hips and the hamstrings. We're gonna step apart, kick with the other foot, cross, feet are flat, come down, touch the toes, and come up through the heels. And apart, kick, cross, tap, and come up through the heels. Back and forth. Inhale down, exhale up. This is one of my favorites. It feels so great in the hips. Really deep, intense stretch. Inhale down, exhale up, last one. Inhale down and exhale up. Now let's work on our balance, opening up our hips, planting the left leg, right foot's gonna come forward and down, working it back, front corner and down, out to the side, back corner, and then straight back, tighten the rear. Again, to the back, back corner, out to the side, front corner, and then finish up straight ahead. Switching legs, forward and down, front, corner and down, out to the side, back corner, straight back, tighten that rear again, working it back, back corner, out to the side, front corner, finish out straight ahead. All right, let's work on our balance and coordination. Feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're gonna reach straight up, forward, beneath, come into a squat and hold. Nice and low hips behind the knees, forward, beneath, squat and hold, rear, behind the knees, forward, beneath, squat and hold it there, one arm up, the other, and come up through those heels. Tightening the rear, bringing the belly button into the spine as you elevate back up into that tall standing position. Point those fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one, forward, beneath, squat and hold, nice and low. One arm, the other, and come up nice and tall. Bring the hands down and your feet wide, pushing the knees to the back and going as low as you can with your hands, feeling that great stretch in your hips and your hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up through the heels. We are going to go into jacks or modified jacks. for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Make sure those feet are moving. Feet are coming wide and then together under the hips. Fingertips touching over the head, thighs at the bottom. If you're doing modified, lean chest to the knee. Same range of motion with the arms. Opposite foot's coming out super wide. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll those shoulders to the back. Catch your breath, breathe from the belly. 2, and 1 to the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now we're going to go into our wall sit or a squat and hold. Feet hip width apart, toes in front of those heels. Rest the back comfortably against the wall. Walk the feet out, keep them wide. Lower the rear till the hips and the rear are behind the knees. Bring the knees out wide, hands to the wall, shoulders to the wall. And push everything behind you, curl those toes up. Holding it here. Big breath, you've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up the wall. Excellent. Let's warm up the upper body. Feet wide. We're bringing the arms wide and making small circles to the front. Point those fingertips. Engage the core. Fire up the glutes by tightening up the rear there. Small circles. 30 seconds. Extend the neck. Relax the shoulders. Should be really starting to feel it. We're halfway there. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Arms are coming back out and reverse the circle to the back. Small circles again. Tilt the pelvis forward. Engage the glutes and the core. You've got 15 seconds. Breathe through it. Stay focused. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Shoulder shrug, shoulders high, hands low, high and low, shoulders to the ears, pushing down to the floor, high and low. Engage that core, belly button into the spine. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now bring the arms out to the side. We're going to go into over-unders. One hand over and then the other. One hand and then the other. Over and under. Hang with me. Keep going. And 5. Switch. 4. Switch. 3. And 2. One more each side. And bring those hands down. Arms are going to come forward. We're going to squeeze in the back, clap in the front, squeeze in the back, clap in the front, squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. It's going to draw your shoulders back, bring your shoulders back into a more neutral alignment. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down. Let's push it away. Windmills, one arm across the body and out, the other, and then both. Again, one arm, the other, and then both. 3 more sets. Two more. Last set. Now the neck. Look to the side. Center and switch. Center, side, center, and switch. Center, one more. Up to the ceiling, and then down to the floor. Warming up that neck. One movement at a time. Last one. And roll that neck all the way out. Big movement. All the way around and reverse. Okay, now we're going to go into another squat and hold or a wall sit. Feet hip width apart. We're going to challenge ourselves for 45 seconds this time. We're going to walk the feet out, knees over the heels, rear right behind the knees. If you want to add some extra difficulty, you can bend the elbows, arms over your head, wrists and elbows into the wall. Pull that belly button to the spine. Got another 30 seconds. Hang with me. Remember, if you start shaking, that's okay. It just means you're working super hard. Bring the knees out wide, curl the toes up. Push those elbows and shoulder blades into the wall, holding it here. We're almost done. Give me 15 seconds. Challenge and push, challenge and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands, walk up the wall. Nice job. Let's go to the floor, finish out our warm-up on the mat. We're going to go into a plank, however you're comfortable, for 30 seconds. All right. Shoulders over the palms or the elbows. We're going to have our knees starting out wide and rock our knees back or go up onto the toes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on your toes or back on those knees. Keep the rear low, keep the hips high. Tighten up the rear. Squeeze the rear together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push through the shoulders into the elbows, into the floor, or into your palms, into the mat. Push away and extend yourself up off the floor. You got it. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the floor. Point the toes, plant the hands, extend the arms. We're going to stretch out that back. If your back's tight today, you can join me down on the elbows. Keep those toes pointed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up and all the way back. Bring in your rear all the way back to your heels. Knees come out wide. We're going to go into child's pose as we lower the chest between the knees. Keep the rear at the heels. Drop the elbows. And then drop the forehead. Go wherever you can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands. We're going on all fours. Hands and knees, both wide. We're going to go into that bird dog movement. Reaching out, opposite arm, opposite leg, coming back to center. Opposite arm, opposite leg, coming back to center. Belly button pointed straight down on the floor as well as the hips. This is mainly a balance and coordination exercise. So stay focused, find a focal point, extend and breathe. We're going to stretch out the back, strengthen the shoulders as well as the core. Flex that foot, heel comes behind the rear. Give me 5 more each side. 4 more each side. Fully extend that leg. 3. Belly button into the spine. And 2. Last one each side. And extend. Relax. Now we are going to go into those back strengthening exercises. So grab your pillow or your towel. Gonna lay on our stomach on the floor. Extend the legs and point those toes. Neck should be relaxed. Head in a neutral position, looking down at the floor. Palms are at your side. Make sure you have plenty of room out to the side of your body and over your head because we're going to be moving those arms around. So we're going to push those hands as high as we can up towards the ceiling. Come back down, up and high and low, and 3. And squeeze the shoulders together. And 1. Relax. Now slide the hands about 6 to 8 inches away from your thighs. Push up high and low and squeeze the shoulders and low, and 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Flip the wrist. Hands come out to the side of the shoulders. We're going to come out and up and down. Squeeze the shoulders. So we're undesking the body a little bit here, rounding the shoulders becomes quite common. So we're bringing the shoulders back and the chest forward. And relax. Make a fist. Thumbs up. We're bringing the thumbs and elbows high and down, up and high and down, and 3. Squeeze those shoulders. 2, pull from the core, last 1, and relax. Now hands are flat. We're bringing the arms over the head, but keep a soft bend in the elbows. Keep the toes pointed, hands and elbows high and low, even if it's an inch, and low, up and high, and low, 2, and 1. Relax, make a fist, thumbs pointed up, thumbs and elbows high, and relax, up and high, and relax, and 3. Pull from underneath you. Last 1. Relax, hands flat, drop the elbows to the side of the shoulders. Hands and elbows out and high, and low, and squeeze, and low, and 3, and 2, out and up. Relax, make a fist, thumbs up, last position. Keep those toes pointed, thumbs and elbows high, and low, out and up, high, and low, and 3, and 2, last 1, relax. All right, let's go on our back, fire up those glutes, and stretch out the back. We're gonna go into glute bridges, bending the knees, try to keep the knees over the heels, fingertips towards the heels, roll the shoulder blades underneath you, and stick the chest out. Now curl the toes up as we extend the hips high, rear tight, and come down and relax. Hinge from the waist, high, rear tight, come down and relax. Hips, knees, and shoulders should be aligned at the top. Big breath out. Give me 10 more, and then we're holding at the top. Fire up those glutes in the back. Give me 5 more. 5, and 4, and 3. Big breath. 2. Last 1. Hold at the top. Tighten up that rear, hips and knees, and the shoulders should still be aligned. Stay up high. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Now let's work on our overhead range of motion. Keep the knees bent. We're also going to bend the elbows. Elbows, wrists, and fingertips touching the ground. I'm going to glide those fingertips up over our head. Try to get them to touch. No arch in your back. And then bring everything back down to your side. Push everything behind you. Think about all those points of contact that are remaining on the floor. Give me 2 more. Last 1. Now we're going to work on rotation. Bring those fingertips up to the ceiling. We're going to rotate. Palm and wrist come to the ground by your side. Then point up to the ceiling. Back of the hand and the wrist to the ground by your head. Back and forth. No arch in the back, especially as you bring those fingertips up over your head. Push the belly button into the spine, spine into the floor. No arch in the wrists. Give me 1 more. And relax. All right, take your time getting up. We are going to get started. Grab those 5-pound bells. We're going to get started with a standing twist. Lots of rotation, like I mentioned today. We're going to have 1 bell in each hand. Arms are at 90 degrees. Feet are nice and wide. Toes to the front, elbows wide. And we're just going to twist, center, twist, center, just like with the warm-up. Hips stay facing me. You're bringing those elbows high and wide. Arms are at 90 degrees. Doing this for 30 seconds. Don't let those hips move. Just everything above the belly button. Try to bring those elbows behind your mid-back. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down. We're going to have the knuckles to the back, elbows to the side, feet hip width apart. We're going to go into double bicep curls with a twist. So we're going to come forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, relax. Now we're twisting to the side. Hips stay facing forward. Forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, relax, twist back to the front. Bicep curl. Now we're twisting to the other side. Hips stay facing me. Back to center. Forward and up, squeeze, forward and down. Twist and curl. Just gonna keep going back and forth. Lots of bicep curls today. Feel that rotation in the torso, pushing through those heels as you twist to the side and back to center. Keep those elbows to the side. We're not gonna let them come forward or wide, and we're not gonna let the wrist curl either. Make sure the movement is coming from that bicep and the upper arm. Should be starting to get a little heavy. So we have light weights today. Hips stay facing me. Keep that core engaged, keep the rear tight. We're gonna do 5 more each direction. Told you, lots of bicep curls. Or more, hips facing me. Hips forward, rear tight. 3 more sets. Then we're gonna go into even more rotations. Two more sets. Last set, start to the front, turn to the side, hips forward, to the front, and then finish out to the side. Nice job. Let's get rid of one of those bells. We're gonna hold the remaining one sideways. We're going to a sumo squat twist. So feet are wide, toes to the front corners of your room. Bring the bell to the chest, elbows wide, drop the rear between the knees, and we're gonna twist, center, twist, center. Again, hips stay forward. Bringing the elbows behind the back. Challenge yourself, get lower with the rear. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. Try to get that rear between the knees. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up through those heels. Now we're gonna work the shoulders and the legs, going into rainbows here. So feet nice and wide, toes are pointed to the front here, holding that bell sideways. We're gonna go to the outside of one ankle or wherever you can go, pushing through the heels. We're gonna keep a soft bend in the elbows as we come up over the head and down over to the other side. Feeling a nice stretch in the hips and the hamstrings, working the core, and then we're also working those shoulders, obviously. Going back and forth, trying to challenge yourself and get nice and low to the floor. Soft bend in the knees, that's gonna help the hamstrings in the back. Nice work. Keep that bend in the elbows, try to get up and over the head. Point right up over the head, up towards the ceiling. Give me 4 more each direction. We're gonna work the legs while we work the core. 3 more. 2 more. Last set. And relax. Let's get rid of that bell. We are gonna go into alternating lunges with a forward twist. So we're gonna take a nice wide step forward, heel to toe, drop the back knee down, lower that lunge, twist towards the knee, come back to center, push through that front foot and come back. Wide step, heel to toe on the other side, lower, twist, center, push back. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Lunges can be quite difficult, especially with adding an extra twist like this. So if you're just getting started, just try starting with alternating lunges without the twist. This is also why we're not using weights today with a lunge. Make sure the torso is straight up and down, perpendicular to the floor. Make sure the chest isn't coming towards the knees. Now the back knee doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. Just get as low as you can without bouncing or rocking and without feeling like you're gonna fall over. Inhale down, exhale up. Give me 2 more. Inhale down, exhale up. 1 more each side. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep your focal point, inhale down, twist, and exhale up. Now we are gonna go down to the floor to do a bunch of core work with more rotation. You guessed it, we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna go into W sit-ups. So legs are bent, feet are flat on the ground. We're gonna extend our arms over our head with our thumbs to the floor. Ears are gonna stay between those arms and the head's never gonna come in front of the arms. We're gonna make a W. First, we're gonna come straight up about 6 inches and then down. Now we're gonna go to the left, ears between the arms and down, straight up and down, and then to the right. Now make sure the ears stay between the arms, make sure the thumbs touch the floor each time you come into that relaxed position. If this overhead movement is too hard for your shoulders, you can simply bring your fingertips behind the ears and do rotational crunches to get rotation as well, trying to bring opposite elbow towards opposite knee, about a foot from that knee. We're going to the left, straight up and down to the right. Last one, straight up and down to the left, ears between the arms, straight up and down, finish to the right. Excellent job. Bring those palms out to the side of the shoulders, hands touching the floor. We're gonna bring the legs to 90 degrees. We're gonna do 30 seconds of bent knee rolls. So we're gonna keep the knees hip width apart as we drop them to the right side towards the floor. Come back over the hips and switch to the left. Shoulders and palms stay flat on the floor as you're just moving those knees in a rainbow arcing movement from the floor to the hips to the other side of the floor. Give me 5 seconds and finish it on the other side. Excellent, bring those feet down. We're going to more W sit-ups, arms over the head, thumbs to the floor, ears between the arms. Ready? Coming up about 4 to 6 inches and down. Now to the left, straight up and down to the right. Head, neck, and shoulders up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. Push that belly button into your spine to support the torso and anchor it to the floor. 2 more sets. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. Last set. Ears between the arms still and to the left. Last one. Straight up and down to the right. Nice job. Bring those thumbs underneath your rear. We're going to keep the left leg bent. We're going to extend the right leg and flex the right foot. We're going to go into supine leg circles with the right leg. So we're going to just open up the hip, work the leg and the core, getting some extra rotation there. So we're going to bring the right heel out to the side, straight up over the hip, soft bend in the knee, bring it all the way down. Out to the side, up, and all the way down. Give me 8 more. Make sure your hips are not moving at all and that they're staying pointed straight up to the ceiling. All that's moving is that leg. Belly button into the spine again, anchoring the torso to the floor. Making a triangle. Give me 5 more. 5. Should be feeling it in those legs. 4. 3, belly button into the spine. 2, last one, out to the side, straight up and lower to the floor. Now we're going to bend that leg. Make sure it's bent, so that's gonna help support the lower back. Extend the left leg, flex the left foot. We're gonna go out to the side, up and lower, out to the side, straight up and lower. Challenging yourself with that heel. Try to get it up over the left hip. Halfway there. Give me 5 and 4, 3, big breath out, 2, big breath out as you lower, last one, out to the side, up and lower. Now we're gonna come into a seated position, grabbing one of those bells, holding it sideways. We go into a Russian twist. So I'm gonna have my heels rested hip width apart on the floor. You're also welcome to elevate your legs so the lower leg is parallel to your mat. So toes are pointed up, heels on the ground, holding that bell sideways. We're drawing the shoulders back towards the floor behind you, and we're gonna twist, center, twist, center, hips stay facing your knees. Doing this for 30 seconds. Now, try not to bring the chest towards the knees, bring the shoulders back. Challenge the lower abdominals, and that'll help support the back. Draw the shoulders back. Open up the chest. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, get rid of that bell. We are gonna go into kneeling heel taps. So stay on your knees. We're gonna drop the rear, back to the heels, as you reach with the opposite hand across the body to come towards your opposite heel and elevate. So we're gonna twist, elevate, twist, elevate, engaging the core, firing up those glutes, working the quads, 30 seconds. Rear back to the heels and elevate. Challenge yourself, try to touch even further behind you. Tilt the pelvis forward, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We're gonna finish out this series with a plank with walking feet. Regardless if you're a knee or a full planker, I want you on your palms here underneath the shoulders. If you're on the knees, you're gonna keep the knees hip width apart and slide them back. Drop the rear and then step out to the side, come back to center, side, center. If you're on your toes, you're gonna extend the legs, feet hip width apart, drop the rear, come on to the side, center, side, center. Ready? And go, 30 seconds. Plank with walking feet, whether you're on your knees or on your toes, keep that rear low, fire up those glutes, keep the core engaged, keep the hips high. Back and forth, 15 seconds. Make sure your shoulders are still right over the back of those palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to the mat, point the toes, plant the hands, and extend the arms, stretching out that lower back. All right, catch your breath, take your time getting up. We're going back to the top. Where do we start? Standing twist with the arms bent at 90 degrees. Grab those bells. Remember, hips stay facing me, arms stay nice and wide at 90 degrees, toes to the front in front of the heels. We're gonna twist, center, twist, center, 30 seconds. Challenging yourself, bringing those elbows behind your mid-back, hips stay facing the screen. Everything should feel a little more difficult this round. You got 15 seconds. Feel that awesome rotation. Stretch out the back while you're working the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands down, feet hip width apart, knuckles to the back. We're gonna go into bicep curls and then twisting to the side. Hips stay facing forward, turn to the front, twist to the other side, hips stay facing forward, rotating back and forth. Purposeful movements with those bicep curls. Make sure the bells are coming forward and up, forward and down. Make sure the elbows stay at your side, not forward or wide, and make sure that the wrists aren't bending or going limp. All the movement should come from the bicep, not the lower part of the body, so tighten up the core, tighten up the rear. Make sure you're not arching or bending your back. Excellent. Getting stronger with each movement. All these rotational movements are great for the waistline. Hips stay facing forward, don't forget. Five more. Strong, purposeful movements. Four. Three more. Two more sets. Last set. Forward, to the side, forward, and finish it out. Excellent. Let's get rid of one of those bells. We're going to do a sumo squat with one of the bells. Feet wide, toes out to the corners of your room. You're going to bring the bell to the chest, lower the rear between the knees, and twist. Center hips stay facing me, elbows come behind the back. Get lower with that rear in between the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, stick the chest out. Twist, center, twist, center. Don't let those hips move. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up through those heels. Excellent. Let's go into those rainbows. Feet hip width apart or a little wider, toes in front of the heels, soft bend in the knees, holding that bell sideways. We're going down to the side of one ankle. Bend in the elbows, come up over the head and over to the other side. Stretching out the hamstring and the hips, working the core, stretching out the back and working those shoulders. Awesome, keep going. Big breath out, up, nice and high up over the head. Belly button into the spine, tighten the rear as you elevate. This one's great if you have tight hips. Give me 4 more each side. Then we're going into those dreaded lunges. 3 more each side. You only get better and stronger at things when you work at it. So that's why we're here. 2 more. Up and over. Last one. Belly button into the spine, tighten the rear, and back up and over. All right, let's get rid of those bells. Alternating lunges, twisting towards the front knee. And take a nice wide step forward, heel to toe. Drop the back knee down. Twist, center, push back, and switch. Twist, center, push back. Find a focal point in front of you. Come back to it after you twist. Key to balance is finding that focal point, not letting your eyes move. Find your center of gravity. Belly button into the spine. Get that back knee low. Front knee over the front heel. Push through that front heel as you come back. Give me 2 more each side. Then we're going to go down to the floor. Take a nice wide step forward, heel to toe. Lower, twist, center, push back. Last one, heel to toe. Lower, twist, center, and push back. All right, let's go down to the floor. Let's work on all that core work down on the mat. On our back, we're going to go into W sit-ups. Legs bent, arms straight over the head, thumbs to the floor. Ears between the arms, we're going to come up, head, neck, and shoulders. and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. Straight up, down to the left. Straight up, relax to the right. Don't let the head come in front of those arms. And also don't reach with those arms in front of the head. Give me 2 more. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. Last set. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down. Finish to the right. All right, let's bring those palms out to the side of the shoulders. Elevate the legs to 90 degrees. Flex the feet. We're going to those bent knee rolls out to the right, center, and then to the left. Palms and shoulders stay flat against the floor, helping to support that torso. Making that big arc with the knees, keeping the heels up high. 1 more each direction. And relax. Bring those feet down. Extend the arms over your head. We're going into more W sit-ups. Ready and go. Up about 4 to 6 inches and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. 4 more. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. 3 more. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. 2 more. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down to the right. Last set, make it your best. Straight up and down, finish to the right. Awesome, now bring those thumbs under the rear. We're gonna keep the left leg bent, extend the right leg, flex the right foot. We're gonna go into those leg circles. We're going out, up over the hip and down, out to the side, up over the hip and down. Belly button into the spine, hips stay facing straight up at the ceiling. Making that triangle or the circle. Soft bend in the knees to support the back. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Out, up, and lower all the way down. Bend that knee, extend the other leg, flex that foot. We're going out, up, lower to the ground, out, up, lower to the ground. Soft bend in the knee. Don't let those hips move. Belly button into the spine to support the torso. Give me 4, 3, 2, last one. Out, up, and lower to the ground. Now we're going to go into a Russian twist. Heels hip width apart, holding that bell sideways. Toes up, drop those shoulders back. We're going to twist. Center 30 seconds. The further you lean back behind you, the more you're going to feel it in the core, more you're going to challenge yourself. Don't let those knees or toes move too much. You got 15 seconds. And twist. Center and twist. Center, twist, center and twist. Center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's go on our knees. Kneeling heel taps. Knees hip width apart. We're going to have our hands at our side and bring one hand across the body as you come down to the heel and elevate. Twist and elevate. Engaging that core, tightening the rear. Twist, elevate, twist, elevate. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's finish out with that plank with walking heel taps, shoulder over the back of your palms, knees or feet wide. We're going to go up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs or rock back on those knees. We're going to go out to the side, center, side, center, rear low, hips high. Open up those hips and bring them back to center with your feet hip width apart. Shoulders squeeze together. No rounding of the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down to the mat. Point the toes, plant the hands, and extend the arms. You're done. Nice job. Take your time getting up. Let's stretch it out together. Way to work hard today. We are going to bring the feet out wide, clasp the hands together, tilt the pelvis forward, and reach up. And bend to the side, stretching out that torso that you worked so hard today. Back to center, pushing through those heels and going to the other side. Back to center. Flip the wrist, push away into the ceiling, bring the feet hip width apart and push into the floor. Push in both directions and look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands apart. Hands come together behind the rear. You have a soft bend in the knees as the chest comes forward. Hands come back. Hold it there and bring the head to the ground, bringing the hands up as far as you can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt the pelvis forward. Stand up nice and tall. And feet wide, bring one arm across the body, other hand comes underneath and pulls in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, switch sides. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, swinging that arm over the head, grab your ear, pull away and drop the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release, swinging it over on the other side, and stretch out that shoulder and the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Thanks again for being here. I look forward to working out with you every week, and I will see you again next week for another new workout. Have a good one.